Hello everyone! So for today's video, we're going to make these figures including circle, lines, polygons, and another commands such as trim, array, and erase. So before we start, I'm just going to introduce myself. I'm Desiree Rioveros and I'm from Batangas State University, and I'm taking the BS Industrial Engineering in second year. So let's start. So as you can see, we have these figures here in the right. So this will serve as our reference for our today's task. And for our first figure, we're just going to click the circle and select the center of it. So as you can see, we don't have any measurements given. So I'm just going to put a 10 as the radius. And then next is the line. So the first point is at the center of the circle, and we're going to put the length of the line, which is 30. And the angle of it was 90 degrees. Okay, so in the middle of the midpoint of this line, we're going to put another line here. Going to the left with the length of 20. Another. This will end in the center of the circle. So let's click that. And another line. That starts here and ends here with the angle of 55 degrees. And then we're going to put another line as it begins or starts in the end point of our first line. And the length of this was 20 with an angle of 0 degrees. And another point here. And going down to the midpoint of the bottom line. Okay, so I think we're done with the first figure. We're just going to trim the big part. So command PR. And we're done. And next, for our next figure, we're going to type POL or Polygon with the number of sides 6. And select the center. Circle. So I don't specify the measurement of this polygon because we don't have any given measurements. So we're just going to put another line in these two sides. Here ending here. Another in the middle with the vertical line. So from there, we're just going to put the center of the circle. Okay, so another line. And in the intersection, the center of the circle. So we're just going to copy this other circle and put this in the right side of this polygon. And we're just going to trim or erase the lines we've made earlier. Okay, so we're going to move this figure. And then we have done the two figures. We're going to start the third one. So another line with a length of 20. And from the midpoint of this line, we're going to have a vertical line of 10 and 90 degrees. Okay, so another line that will connect the end point of the two lines. And a line from the other side with a 22.5 degrees. Okay, so we're just going to trim the other parts that is not needed for the figure. We're going to use the mirror command, and it will end in this part. Okay, so from this we're going to select the figure again and use the polar array, and we're going to change the item with 8. So we're just going to connect the edges with this line, and then we're done. I guess that's it. Okay, so we're going to move again for the equal spaces. So our fourth figure is another circle. So we're going to select our center, and then we have a radius of 12. And we're just going to make an offset of 1. Another, we're going to have circles, just the smaller ones, with a radius of 5.5. Offset again with 1. We're going to put a square here for better accuracy of the line. And we're going to put line in the center of the circle. Another line in the middle of the small circle. So we're going to copy this and have another 3 small circles. We're going to put another line with 45 degrees in the 4 small circles. And then we're going to connect the small lines or these small circles in the bigger one. And we're just going to trim the other lines we've made as a guide. Going to move this figure in our reference for us to see closer to the lines we're going to trim. So let's place it back to its original position. We're going to move again. So for our next figure, we're going to select all again, or polygon, and 4 sides. With the radius of 30. So we're going to put slant line inside the square. And we're going to offset this line with the length of 6. So we're just gonna trim the excess lines. Another line in the opposite direction. And we're gonna trim the other lines again for us to achieve the figure in our reference. And we're done. So we're just going to select this for the trim. For the scaling. For our next figure, we have the circle again with the radius of 10. Just gonna offset this with a point of 2. And from this, we have to draw another line in the center of this circle. And then trim the left side of this circle. After we trim the half part of the circle, we're going to have another line with the length of 10. And we're going to use the polar array and change the item in 4. And I think we're done. We have finished the last figure. And we're just going to move this closer to the fifth one. So we're finished with the 6 figures, and we're just gonna have it boxed for the final touch. And I think we have the same as in the reference that we have in the left side. So that's the end of our video. I hope you have learned something in our accomplished task for today. Bye!